Hello, 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 and welcome to Master Bitch Presents Rankings. My name is DeAndre Robinson, and I am here with my lovely wife. Say hello, wife.
Hello. You have the hot sick voice. This will be a fun episode.
Yeah, I'm 100% feeling well doing this episode. It is what it is, but it should still be a good one. We're finishing off our rankings for Varsity for 80s movies. These rankings come from myself, DJ, my wife, and Josh. We did the JV one, and uh, just so we can piggyback on that, rankings for JV was, before I go into that, how this works is we all pick 10 movies from the bracket. I took top 208 movies of the 80s, ranked them with the Rotten Tomato scores. 104 goes to JV, 104 goes, bottom 104 go to JV, top 104 go to Varsity. We did this so for JV. The top 10 was The Last Dragon, Overboard, Grease 2, Back to the Future Part 2. Number 6 was Batman. Number 5 was Ghostbusters 2. Number 4 was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Number 3 was Lean on Me. Number 2 was Coming to America. Number 1 was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So we're going to do what Rotten Tomatoes thinks it's the top movies of the 80s. And we're going to do it in certain sections. We're going to do one movie at a time. If we know about a movie, we're going to talk about it in depth.
Okay.
And yeah, just have some fun with it. So, number 25. Oh, and I'm also going to say our top 10 rankings that we had at the end of the overall rankings. So, number 25 is National Lampoon's Vacation. Let's talk about that more because you watch that more than I have.
They just are driving across America to get to an amusement park, and all kinds of shit goes wrong. It's hilarious. It's National Lampoon's. It's not the best one.
Yeah, but is according to Rotten Tomatoes, the first Vacation movie is better.
Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck Rotten. Don't know shit.
So why is Christmas Vacation better than Vacation?
I mean, there's just so much more. I feel like, at least like memorable lines and just hilarious pieces that came out of it that Vacation just didn't do the same thing for me.
So my first time watching first Vacation movie was it this year or last year, and it was funny at times. The fucking mama part is I rewind that shit like 14 times. You're right though. Christmas Vacation is a better movie than Vacation, and I don't see how they wasn't switched. I'm not saying Vacation shouldn't be on the top 100, 208. I'm just saying that should have switched. Christmas Vacation should have been on Varsity.
Yeah.
And Vacation should have been on JV.
Yeah, definitely. No, I totally agree. I love Chevy Chase that he has them both, but it has always drove me nuts that the kids change.
You know that Leonard was one of the kids.
Yeah.
The Big Bang Theory was one of the kids. I forgot, was it Christmas Vacation?
He was Christmas.
Yeah. Number 24 is A Never Ending Story.
That's the flying dog, right?
Well, yeah.
Like a big flying dog.
I think CJ. I think CJ is the only person that had it on his list. I've seen it. Never watched that shit high, personally. That dog is horrifying. That is a creepy motherfucker when you are high.
Yeah, I bet.
But I can see why people like it though. It's an 80s. It's one of those 80s fantasy movies, Labyrinth and all that kind of good shit.
Oh, I can think of one. I can think of a big one for you that is a stupid movie. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's coming up. So. But so I understand why people like it. It's just personally for me, I wasn't a big fan of.
I get it. I get that feeling completely.
Number 23 is RoboCop.
At some point, I saw it. I don't know. I don't remember anything about it.
I've seen RoboCop, and I still think that RoboCop 3.
Like, how many RoboCops are there?
A lot. It shouldn't be. I think there's 4 RoboCop movies and a remake. I think there's 4 RoboCop movies, a remake, and in a TV show, and a cartoon, by the way.
There's a cartoon robot.
And he wrestled in WCW.
Hey, wait, what?
Yeah, he wrestled.
RoboCop wrestled?
In WCW.
Wow.
But this RoboCop is my favorite one. Not my favorite one. The third one when the kid was the bad guy was my best one.
I don't know that I saw that. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, it's classic 80s movies where anything could kill you as far as a fantasy cop.
There's so many that like blend together for me that it's like I saw maybe once or part of one at some point. And so it's like the whole RoboCop, Terminator, all those things. It's like I'm not quite sure what story is which.
That should have crossover. Terminator vs. RoboCop. That should have been a crossover movie. They fucked that up. They should have had it. They should have had it. All right. The next movie is I guess, according to our rankings, the best Christmas movie. And that's number 22, Die Hard.
Oh, fucking right. It is not. Yeah. It is absolutely not a fucking Christmas movie.
Die Hard.
I will never.
Die Hard.
No.
Is a Christmas
movie. No.
Okay, so here's an argument we had.
Not.
We went out for Christmas. We went over to some friend's house, and they asked about is Die Hard a Christmas movie, and someone said because it could have took place anywhere at any time, that doesn't make it a Christmas movie. It
doesn't make it. It does.
So
it's not a Christmas movie. That's not the only reason. It's like, what, you see a Christmas tree once or something in it?
No, you see a Christmas tree all the time.
No, it's just.
Well, you need to see Christmas trees to see to.
No, it's not just a Christmas tree thing, but
because in Home Alone, I want to see Home Alone, especially Home Alone 2, you only see a big Christmas tree twice.
Oh my gosh, there's so much more Christmas in it though.
Okay, however, though, I do want to say that Home Alone and Home Alone 2, that's the same argument I can have for Home Alone 2.
No bullshit.
You could. The argument for Die Hard is one of the big arguments for Die Hard is that you could have Die Hard at any time. It could have been Valentine's Day, it could have been New Year's or whatever. They could have went on fucking vacation at any time.
But they didn't.
And they didn't allow Die Hard. They didn't Die Hard either.
It's not a Christmas movie. And it sucks because I've seen some pretty cool like shirts this year, just, on whatever social media thing. And they include that fucking Die Hard, and it just drives me fucking nuts. It ruins the shirt.
That's because Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It's like Squid Game's a Christmas show.
They try.
Die Hard is McClane goes to LA, Macklemore Tower. He goes to see his wife to try to rekindle their marriage, and then somebody trying to rob the tower. He's there. He's a cop. He saves the day.
And did you hear anything about Christmas in that? What you just said? Not shit.
Okay, so if I do Home Alone, I can say the same shit. They went on vacation. He got lost.
Vacation. He went on Christmas vacation.
So I can say the same thing. He went to LA for Christmas.
But you didn't.
Okay. I didn't say that for Home Alone either. All right. Number 22 is the best Die Hard movie in here. It's the best Christmas movie in here.
No bullshit.
Number 21 is Do the Right Thing. I think for the first time, you saw Do the Right Thing for the first time a couple years ago. I think I had Do the Right Thing on my list. I think nobody else did.
There were a lot of tears watching that movie.
Do the Right Thing, man. Radio Raheem. At the end of that movie, it's about a very, very hot day in New York, and a lot of racial stuff happens with a pizza store, Spike Lee's character, Freddie Raheem, cops, and it's a funny movie. Rosa Perez cannot dance to save her life in the beginning of that, but she showed titties though, so which is great. She does. Hard nipple titties.
I saw that.
But overall, it's a good movie. Kitty doesn't like this movie. She says it's boring. Me and Harvey think he's full of shit. I personally love Who Do the Right Thing. I can watch that movie over and over and over again. Number 20, I think you had on your list, and we'll talk about it more. That's Stand By Me.
Yeah, that was like one of the first movies of kids that I saw discovering like a dead body kind of thing. Like, and I've always been into like the crime or morbid kind of like shit. And it was just like, whoa, that it, like, besides there was a whole big ass scene of throwing up that I just, no. The hot dog eating contest, and I can't even watch that part still.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Trust me.
But it's some boys going on an adventure, getting into trouble, and finding a dead body, and it's just, yeah, it sticks with you. I've watched that many, many, many times.
I know a lot of older people, including myself, like pride ourselves on. When we back in our day, we can go out to everywhere in the woods when you were 7 years old, all kind of good shit. Ain't nobody cared. We pride ourselves on that, but that's not good. Not good. They almost died a couple times. They're going camping by themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure. They did.
It was like, what, 11, 12, 13? Like, man, fuck out of here. Listen, we got a son that's 9. I'm sorry, 10. Yeah. I wish Ricky would.
Not ever. No, not ever. Now, like, no. But then, and this, I don't know when the other movie came out. It's the girls that, like, go to the cemetery and bring, I forget. It's one that, like, hit me like this one did. Yeah.
So you know that Stand By Me was based off a book?
Yes.
You know who wrote that book?
Fuck no.
Same person that wrote Carrie. Same person that wrote a lot of horror movies. Stephen King wrote this.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
He also wrote The Green Mile and the other big cop movie from the 90s. Jail movie from the 90s. Shawshank.
Yeah, that one for sure. I know that, yeah. And then I think there's like some kind of storm one that he did that
Stephen King is really not just a horror writer. He's overall one of the best writers of all time. He can write about anything, which is fucking fantastic. All right, number 19 is The Terminator.
It's even on this list. See, same. RoboCop, Terminator. I don't know.
Again, they fucked up not doing a crossover with RoboCop and Terminator. I would love to see that in a heartbeat.
I mean, I know Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator.
But he wasn't RoboCop.
No, I know he wasn't RoboCop, but still, like, I know the character, but, like, the whole plot and what happens and stuff, that's where I don't.
So Terminator is about AI, all the AI shit, and how it took over the world. Actually, a couple years ago, like 2012 or something like that, they brought the Terminator back in time to kill the kid and the mom that's carrying the kid. The mom that's carrying the kid. The resistance of the AI. Because the AI took over the world, so he's the person that's the leader trying to take that back.
And there's a bunch of Terminators, right?
Is a movie-wise? Yeah. And the TV show.
And a cartoon?
I'm not sure about a cartoon. Yeah, RoboCop got a cartoon. This was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten fucking Tomatoes.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't be high on this list, but it has a better rating than Terminator 2. And Terminator 2 is a far better fucking movie than Terminator.
They don't know. They just don't know. Yeah. They don't know.
So
they're always fucking this stuff up.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't put Terminator on my list. I think somebody said on the list high. No. But yeah. Number 18 is The Little Mermaid.
Who doesn't know about The Little Mermaid? It's just...
No, act like people don't.
It's about the Little Mermaid, and she gives up her voice to get legs so she can go...
Be fast. She did it for a boy.
She did it for a boy. I don't know whether it'd be fast.
She wanted some... I shouldn't say this because she was 12. So I can't say it.
Jesus Christ.
I can't say that. But she did give her legs to be with a boy, which is stupid.
She gave her voice for legs
to be with a boy.
Yeah.
That's in a bad sickness. Bad signal.
Yeah. But still, like, because I'm a water person, like Sign and growing up by the ocean and all the things and being into mermaids, Last Name, like all the things. And so Little Mermaid was like one of my favorite Disney movies.
I just wish that if you're going to do a Little Mermaid movie, then you do an actual mermaid history. Because mermaids are not beautiful, actually.
I know that.
They are horrifying.
I've seen possible sightings. I've watched documentaries on mermaids. There are videotapes that could potentially be mermaids.
Oh, I didn't say that crazy shit. I'm just saying
Well,
that.
no, it is some crazy shit. I don't know for sure if it's legit, but it could possibly be. I do believe that they're there, but I don't know if that's them.
My own eyes. My
Oh,
eyes.
well, you're never gonna be out there for
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, I never will, so I'm not gonna believe it. However, though, there's I forgot who said it, but we know more about outer space than we know about our own ocean, which is crazy. Crazy.
Fascinating.
Number 17 is Trading Places. And I know I just said that Die Hard is the last Christmas movie, but actually Trading Places is a technically a Christmas movie as well.
I would agree with this one.
I wouldn't
strongly disagree with Die Hard.
This you agree with Trading Places being a Christmas movie. It has 7 minutes of Christmas. Legitly. It has Christmas. It's snow and Philadelphia snow. I'm not gonna lie, I saw Secret Trading Places in the beginning. But damn how old Philly looks. It has snow, it has some lights. It legitly has maybe 20 minutes of Christmas in it.
I can't agree or disagree. Like, I don't know for sure how much time was spent thinking about it. That was totally a Christmas movie.
All I know is that Jim Lee Curtis showed titties in it, so let's have about it. Actually, Jim Lee Curtis shows skin all the time.
All the time.
She just,
that's
did not care
just
about
another day.
But Trading Places is.
I wonder, did she do OnlyFans stuff? I mean, because she's just that open with it, you know. Celebrities
for her, she's like 80.
You don't know. I don't know. There's probably a thing.
Well, I mean, she about to do Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So, I mean, go. Trading Places is about a rich white guy. And I said it before that I'm not a big fan of rich white people movies. But this is the flip one because the main three rich white people go poor, which is great. So we're one rich white guy, his richer bosses have a bet for $1 to see if he could survive as being poor. And then they needed a median for that, so they pushed a poor black guy into his position. A lot of hijinks and them getting able to get back for that bet. It's one of the best comedies of all time, one of the best Eddie Murphy movies of all time. Just an overall very, very funny movie. I'm from Philly, so to see Philly, like I said before, to see Philly, how old Philly was in the 80s, it just gives me nostalgia feel. So Trading Places is a good movie.
I like seeing movies in there now, so you can tell me and point out different things that I haven't been able to see yet in person. But so those old white guys that are about that money, every time I picture them, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I picture them. I also think of the old rich white guys in, what is it called? The Nanny That Flies, you know? The old ass white guys from the bank.
Yeah.
Right?
See, I don't know about that, but they did do a crossover. Well, crossover. The Trading Places came out in 84, I think. Comes to America came out in 88. And when they went broke in Trading Places, there was the homeless guys that he talked to and coming to America. So that was a cool thing to have. But both of those.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah. One of the cool things about those two movies. Trading Places is a good movie. Is it better than to me? Hell no. Trading Places is going to be in varsity. Come to America should have been in varsity as well.
For sure.
Come to America, like I said earlier, was in JV, which is horrible.
And that's because Rotten Tomatoes put it there.
Yeah. It wasn't me putting it. It wasn't me putting it there, but I'm true.
I know, but see, fuck them. They just don't get it right. What? Can they change their scores at any time when they realize that they fucked up?
They can't. No, so they have a grouping of
do they get
certified people. So every time somebody watch a movie and they put their certified score, it's like this. Averages go up and down.
Also, at any time. Interesting.
The rankings. So I remember I did these bracket maybe the end of this year or last year, so it could be totally different.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But at the time that I did this,
yeah,
this was the rankings.
I have so many more questions, but yeah, go ahead.
Number 16 is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is Keanu Reeves, one of Keanu's first movies. Before he got all serious and shit. Like he did a lot of comedy, dumbass comedies. Before he did The Matrix and all that kind of good shit. You don't really see him in a lot of those comedy movies. Two kids need to know about history for school, so they go to a time machine that is a phone booth and go all through time to know about time, to know about history. To me, it's horrible. To me, it's fucking horrible, a horrible fucking movie. But white people that love that
This was
grew
not
up
on
in
my
it,
list.
but
Just putting it out
but
there.
you didn't grow up in the 80s. You was born in the 80s. You had what 4 years in the 80s, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't
No.
grow up in the 80s. I was born in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Had 2 years and technically a year and a half in the 80s, but I didn't grow up in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
This shit was horrible.
All that to say that.
It was. It was a bad movie to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who I've got. Again, I'm going to say who has what, but it's just a horrible movie.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I don't know that I've seen all of it. It takes a good movie to keep my attention all the way through, and even with that, to retain all the stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
So I keep fucking with myself, but about Christmas movies. I say, but this is I'm reading the list again, and I'm pretty sure this is the last Christmas movie. So this is the best Christmas movie, and it's number 15, Gremlins.
My God. Okay, like I get that can be on the list of Christmas movies, but that it takes out some of the names that it took out when you like did this bracket was.
Well, people love this movie. Those critters and all the kind of good shit. People love this movie. So
I feel like I thought they were creepy. Like I don't feel like I enjoyed watching them.
You want to watch it when you're high?
Definitely have not seen it as an adult.
Yeah, I can see why they're creepy, but they were funny as well. This is a classic horror comedy. So because
do they kind of look like Furbies?
Yeah, 1,010%.
Isn't that what they are? Yeah. Okay.
You just can't get them wet or they die.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's been a fucking long time. Is Gremlins something Ricky could watch? Because he's into that.
I mean, yes, because we are horrible parents and we love and we love to watch some certain shit. But I wasn't able to go get it by myself. I waited a couple years. He's only 10, so maybe like 2 years. He was like, "Here, watch this."
So, okay.
Number 14 is a hard watch. I think you had it on your list. And that's
the tears. Oh my God. Sobbing. Just total sobbing.
You and I had Gloria on our list. This is one of the best
powerful
movies of all time, acting wise.
Oh my God.
And for people that you didn't think that was like this power at the time, people in this movie you didn't think could do these serious roles. Like Ferris Bueller, Matt, I forgot what the guy's name is, but Ferris Bueller in his role. Eloise, whoever the guy from Princess Bride is. Yeah, but he was the second in command. You got Denzel Washington, which he knew he could do serious roles, but he wasn't this powerful. You got Morgan Freeman. You have Andre, what's the face he just passed this year or last year, who's the captain of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There were a lot of people that did so well in this movie, and it's one of the best acting movies of all time. It's about former slaves that are fighting for their freedom and join the army and the all black campaign. Denzel performance. I'm pretty sure he got. I think he got his first Oscar for this movie.
I hope so.
I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he got his first Oscar in the movie. And that one tear when he got whipped. Goddamn, it's such a good fucking movie. I
remember seeing it so many times younger, just because I was always with my grandma, and she's like huge history buff. But the impact, like, of seeing it older and then like connecting everything and understanding, it was just like holy shit, and it just, yeah, it's just such a powerful movie. Those.
We're going from a very, very powerful movie to some bullshit that you picked on this.
Oh.
Number 13, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, well, come on. It's one of those, like, old school stoner movies that's just super funny.
It has no plot.
It doesn't really need to.
It had no plot to it.
It's just the high school struggle of, not just struggle, but, dating, exploring, like, just This was, I think, one of my first movies that I saw that had like more of a sex scene. Yeah, more sex scene
So,
stuff.
you know, the bad thing about that is though that I know it's the '80s, but it's weird to me because we see the boobs and we see the kiss and then come out the pool, all that kind of bullshit, and people are lusting over them. And I know they're adult actors, but they're playing teenagers,
Yeah, right.
which is fucking weird.
For sure. And she looks so young too. Like it was it like being younger, watching it didn't make me feel as gross as I do.
Yeah, I could be overthinking this shit, but down the truth, that's what I thought about. My first, second time, I saw before, but my second time watching all the way through was this year with you.
It's still, I love it. But
Yeah, but you also looked at '90s movies and said, all right, all right, all right.
Oh, well, hi. Yeah.
You know, what's that shit called?
Great one.
Is it? With no movie with no.
God.
I like strong movies with a plot. And those movies do not have a plot. What's the movie called?
Getting older and say the same.
And that's the worst fucking line in movie history.
Oh, but it's so good at the same time.
That's one of the worst fucking lines in movie history. That shit is horrifying.
It is pretty bad, but
going from one white school movie to another white school movie.
All right.
Which I don't like either. Number 12 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah.
This is white privilege for your ass.
Yeah.
White privilege for your ass.
Grew up with this one, VHS tapes, watching this over and over. Was pretty sure that this one was recorded with Weekend at Bernie's. And so this was one that was watched so often. My grandma was so cool with it. She just let me watch whatever. And this was like...
I mean, it's a PG-13 movie. They don't show a lot of things in this.
I mean, I know that I would have been like 8 or so watching these things. But another really good movie.
I don't know about really good. To me, this is horrible.
It's not great. I'm not saying it's great.
It's just a weird fucking movie. A lot of plot holes in the movie. I want to say that right now, too.
Sure.
A lot of weird movies. He's not supposed to get, he's supposed to be, so first it was about a white kid that's pretending to be sick so he won't, and because it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And he takes his
time of his life.
Yeah. To take his sick friend out of bed and then take his girlfriend out of school.
Pretending to be a dead grandmother.
Yeah. Which is horrible.
I know, it's pretty fucked.
But there's a lot of plot holes.
Then the whole parade scene, that was big.
Yeah, so you mean somebody that nobody saw this motherfucker in the parade?
I know.
Nobody saw this.
This is like before social media.
It's TV.
Yeah.
Wait, why was there a parade, by the way?
I don't know if this was a holiday or what the fuck the parade was for, now that you say that.
Yeah, what was the parade for?
I don't know.
Like, I don't remember what holiday it was.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a...
Is this like... I want to say it was like but it wasn't Thanksgiving. Kids were in school, so what could have holiday?
It wasn't Christmas, Thanksgiving. I mean, it wasn't one. I'm pretty sure
this is very questionable now. His kids are at school.
His dad was in the cab.
I don't think he was in the cab yet.
No. But even for the plot hole for me, his dad was in the cab. He see his dad. His dad look at him, looks back, and then he goes down and then sees his girlfriend. Did dad never seen his girlfriend before?
I guess not. I don't know.
How can you say somebody love you? Never.
I don't know.
A lot of plot holes. Lots of fucking. Number 11. More kid movies. Number 11 is The Karate Kid.
Oh, not for me.
I love The Karate Kid. I'm one of the weird ones that I don't know why I love sequels better.
Always.
Is it too? No. So I like the whole franchise. By the way, I like 1. I'm okay with 2. I actually love 3. I love the next Karate Kid. Cobra Kai's not that bad. Not that
That's
bad.
part of it?
Yeah. Cobra Kai's not that bad. The only one that was horrible was the Karate Kid with Jenny fucking Smith. And that shit was
I've
bad.
heard you talk about that a lot. Yeah. I'm just not a karate movie person.
They come out with a new movie next year because Jenny Smith movie wasn't supposed to be canon, so it wasn't supposed to be in that universe.
Oh yeah.
Apparently it's going to be. That's how they're going to connect those two, so it's going to be in the universe. I'm going to watch it because I grew up with it, but I'm not put my faith in it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jackie Chan. Ralph Macchio is a good, and the fact that the Outsiders, I'm pretty sure the Outsiders came out in the '80s, is not on this list is horrible. I'll say it myself as well because I didn't have it on my list either. But the Outsiders is actually a really good movie.
Which one?
Better book, The Outsiders.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that one.
Stay Golden Pony Boy is one of the most famous lines of all time. Ralph Macchio in it, and there's like everybody that's famous now was in that movie. Patrick Swayze, the guy from The Floor.
I don't know how I've not. I probably have. I'm not just thinking of the right.
It's about poor versus rich. So white poor versus white rich. White poor is called greasers. White rich called shocks or shocks or something like that. They have the fights, might get killed. They gotta go on a run. It's actually a really good movie. It's just I don't know. It's not my go-to from on my top 10.
And was this one of the books that was like required?
For me, but you don't read books.
Well, no, I spark noted all. I just was wondering because I think that this was probably one of those that I was supposed to read and just.
It's a really good one. A lot of movies that are from me back in Hershey. A lot of movies that we watch today, we had to read the books for. Jurassic Park. Book is fucking amazing.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, The Color Purple.
I'm sure. Yeah, because you said it didn't include a lot of stuff for it.
It's a lot more graphic, by the way. But there's a middle part about Africa that I didn't like. So
in the book,
boring in the book. But there's really really good books. The Outsiders, one of them, really really good book. So I mean, I think you should watch it because you're like, oh, look at that, look at that. And but I'm surprised it's not on the list. All right, let's get to top 10. Going from one kid to a lot of kids. Number 10 is the Goonies. I feel like the Goonies is mandatory when you live in Oregon.
Yeah, and I grew up in Seaside, so right by, Astoria, Cannon Beach, all the filming of it. Uncle and family in the beach scene of all of the Jeeps, like on the, it's so close. Can't get closer to home. And then just.
So isn't part of the Goonies Cannon Beach as well?
Yeah.
So they just skip over Seaside. It's like, fuck Seaside.
Yeah. I mean, still, no, I don't care. I'm not mad about it. But such a great movie.
Good movie. Hands down, one of the best kid movies of all time. When I came to Seaside, I moved to Philly, Seaside about 7 years ago. One of the first thing we did was drove. A friend came out. Me, Reese, and his friend, we drove to Astoria. Went to that museum, where the museum is.
Like the Maritime Museum?
Like a jail.
Like where the filming for Goonies was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the Goonies house. And I drove up there.
All the way?
All the way up there.
Neighbors
you're not supposed
neighbors
to.
hate the Goonie house. And then the owners of the Goonie house. And it's been in so many different hands over the years. You have people that are absolutely against fans coming and looking, and then you have the new owners that are so for fans coming and looking and post like giant signs like "fuck the neighbors," pretty much. Like, come check it out.
Well, when we was there, we didn't. The owner,
yeah, no, it was probably
we drove up there,
not when these.
And then I tried to U-turn.
Yeah.
And then the guy came out, gave me that dead look to my eyes. So, man, I was like, oh shit, they looked right to my damn soul. So it's time to go.
Yeah, for sure.
But overall, it's a good movie, though. Number 9, Beetlejuice.
Love Beetlejuice. It's I haven't seen the new one. I know that I've heard a lot of questionable things about the new one. But the original, so good. For someone that is into like the weird shit like me, this was so up there for me.
Beetlejuice is not a bad movie at all. What hurts Beetlejuice for me is the sequel. Because you don't need to make the sequel now. If you was going to make a sequel to it, you should have made it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it all yet.
The Beetlejuice, that Soul Train fucking scene was racist as all hell. But the one Tim Burton cast black people in it, so he had to make sure that he had black people in it. But how he portrayed black people was so fucked up. I mean, it is what it is. But the regular Beetlejuice is a good movie. I mean, people die in the house. People buy the house after they die. Try to hunt to get it out. Friend their daughter. try to save him from a creature that if you say his name 3 times, he'll come and he needs to marry somebody to stay.
And he's just got the craziest, grossest, funny, sexy humor. Like, it's just
sexy,
not sexy, but like not sexist. What would you call it? What do you call the just adult humor?
Yeah.
I guess tied into it that it's super funny.
Was Beetlejuice rated R?
I don't think
I don't think
so.
so. Right?
But I mean, he goes to like some kind of XXX house of.
You go to the strip club, yeah, but
Not that I thought it was beyond strip club.
no, I thought it was strip club, but okay, you go to a dollhouse, but that's really about it. But again, 80s ratings for movies,
Yeah,
it's not that good because what's the fix on 16 Candles? They dropped the F bomb like 2 or 3 times. Literally one of the first and most iconic scenes lines is they forgot my fucking birthday.
yeah.
And they're in high school. Beetlejuice was okay. Again, one of the movies that should have been made. Sorry, sequels should have been made closer. But also, Beetlejuice had a cartoons. Underrated.
Yeah.
I actually like the cartoon.
Of course you did. Shocker.
Number 8 is a movie that you're not gonna like.
Oh God! Is it the movie that I can't fucking stand?
It was one of them. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. We are not a Star Wars family.
No, we are not.
I pride myself on being a nerd, but I do not like outer space shit.
I
saw
like
a couple things.
Stuff.
Well, I like The Fifth Element.
That is great. Men in Black, I like.
I don't consider it.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
yeah.
I'm great with. But any Star Wars, Star Trek, any of that. I'm not even a Spaceballs person. Like, none of it. I'm not.
I wouldn't know nothing about Star Wars if I didn't watch Spaceballs. So I'm not going to talk about Star Wars that much. Just know that it got rated high on this list. Number 7 is Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop 1 is one of the most iconic comedies in the 80s for 5 points. Who was supposed to get that role outside of Eddie Murphy? This movie was written for that person, but he couldn't do it because he was doing something else.
I'm not sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wait, what?
I'm dead serious. They made this role for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What?
But he's doing Terminator, so he turned it down.
What the fuck?
I'm dead serious. Look it up. And then
my mind's blown. You've never told me that fact before in all these lists. Wow. It would have to rewatch it all from a different.
Beverly Hills Cop is about Axel Foley from Detroit.
It wouldn't have been nearly as funny.
No,
like not even fucking close.
Yeah, they had to rewrite a lot for Eddie.
Oh my God, was he a part of it?
I don't think he was a part of it.
Rewriting any parts of it?
Probably.
Some of the. Yeah. Oh my God.
Eddie's a big on improv, so but back I was saying, Beverly Hills Cop is about Axel Foley from Detroit. Some guys come to his house or apartment, kills his friend, and you find out that they from there live in Beverly Hills. So you go to Beverly Hills to find his people, where he gets the help of a couple cops. A lot of hijinks. One of the best action comedy movies was, or buddy cop movies was.
I like this one, but my favorite one is definitely the theme park.
3. Yeah, there are 4 Beverly Hills Cop movies.
I thought 3. There was more than that actually. But...
No, there's only 4, and then there was supposed to be. They had a pilot for a TV show. That's one of the things I don't like about the 4th one because they just fucked that pilot. If I had to rank them, it'd be 3, 1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4.
If I had to rank them. All right, number 6 is one of my favorite musicals of all time. That's Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh my God, he knows every fucking word. Every single word.
I do.
And will just belt it the fuck out. I remember watching this so late at night when we first started dating. And you were just belting out the songs. It was just like, oh my God, every word. I've seen it before that, but it was a whole different experience watching it with you.
One of the best musical movies of all time.
Oh my God.
Little Shop of Horrors. It's about a guy who buys a Venus flytrap from outer space, and the Venus flytrap gives him a lot of fame and fortune. But to order to keep the Venus flytrap alive and happy, because it talks, he had to feed it actual humans. I don't know if I actually showed you the alternate version.
Yes.
I did, which I would have loved that alternate version. I mean, I could see it anytime I went to on YouTube. Also, that would mean that because it counts as a horror comedy movie, also a musical, but horror comedy movie. That would have been a lot more scarier if RG2 ate everybody. He didn't at the end, but the best comedies, musicals of all time to me. I know, like she said, I know all the songs.
Every fucking word, not just the songs.
Yeah,
everything.
They're supposed to have another one come out soon with the guy from that movie we watched. What's that? Carry On. He's supposed to be Seymour. All right, number 5 is The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club to me is I don't know if you heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it again because I said it on the podcast before. It's probably one of the most perfect movies of all time. Only thing about it is there's no black people in this, which now I think about it because they're all in trouble. I'm actually glad, but there's no black people in this at all. But besides that, quotable, funny, serious moments make you tear up, suspense, all kind of good shit. Dialogue. This is one of the most people don't think about it because of the movie, but it's one of the best dialogue movies of all time.
People love this fucking movie.
It's like fucking fantastic.
They fucking love this movie. I hate this movie, but it is not up there like Fast Times or Dazed and Confused or like this is not up there for me. But people love this fucking movie. I get that. There was very much. And the scene at the end, the arm raise thing is recreated. I don't know how many, like I've seen so many times, but it's just not high up. That high school, a lot of 80s movies were in the high school. So I mean, they're all in the same high school. Interesting. So these are the 80s movies. So it was The Breakfast Club. The high school is called Shimmer, Shermer, Shimmer High School. It's in Illinois. That's where it is. Interesting. And these are all John Hughes movies. These are all movies that were set in the 80s in that school. The Breakfast Club. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh, shit. 16 Candles. Weird Science. And Pretty in Pink. Wow. All at that same place. That's crazy. So technically they're all in the same universe. That's so interesting. So I wonder if they actually use it as a school or if that's just a set for... I'm pretty sure they use it as a school. I'm pretty sure it is a school. Yeah. That'd be cool to say that's the school you went to. I mean... so has it not really been used since the 80s? Or that's just that period that you're looking at? No, I looked it up and that's the only time they use it. All right, so that's number 5. Number 4 is Back to the Future. We talked about this, Back to the Future 2, last time we did this. And I'm not saying I don't like Back to the Future. I'm just saying that I do think that 2 is better than 1. I don't know if 3 is better than 2 or 3 is better than 1. For the rank, I'll probably go 2, 1, 3. See, and I couldn't tell you which one's which. One is he goes back. The initial one. That's the one I feel good about. Number 2. Then 2 and 3, I'm not sure. 2 is good. He goes to the future first. Get the shoes, the hoverboard, that kind of good shit. Then go to the past with it, and then goes back to the present. And then 3 is to go to the Wild West. So, this was not up on my list at all. But yeah. I mean, it's a okay movie. Like I don't hate it. And every time you mention it, I feel like it's one that I don't know how I haven't shown Ricky yet. All the 80s movies. Every time we do the 80s movie bracket, I think we did twice. Back to the Future is in the finals. So it has a huge following. I know you want the shoes. So for $7,000, if I had the money for it, I would definitely would have did it. Yeah, everyone wants to have them shoes. Like I said before, Back to the Future is about Marty McFly. His friend is Doc. Set an experiment to see if their DeLorean can be a time machine. People try to kill Doc.
he goes, and actually, I think they killed Doc, and then they try to kill Marty. He goes back. He goes to the past. Shenanigans happens. He finds the younger Doc, and then goes to the future. They get back home to the future. Out of hijinks, quote unquote, and this is one of the best 80s movies of all time. That's not right there. I still think that again. I do think that 2 is better than 1, but I don't mind this being number 4 on this list.
I feel like at some point I went on a ride that was related to Back to the Future. I don't know if this is a Universal Studios thing or what this is, but I feel like at one point that it was a cool ride.
Number 3 is Ghostbusters. I said this before and I'll say it again.
2 is better than
2
1.
is better than 1, but people love 1.
I love both of them. I like the first one more. I mean, Ghostbusters. Who doesn't know about the Ghostbusters?
Well, we're gonna act like people don't.
But I mean, it's 4 guys that come together, and
it was 3 people first.
3 people. Well, whatever. Like, you explain it then.
Okay, it was 3 white people that came. No. It was three professors.
Yeah.
Or 3 doctors that had degrees in paranormal stuff. And when ghosts started coming out, they needed people that people called because they had the technology to get rid of the ghost. People don't realize that in the art, the movie art, there's only 3 of them. And the black guy came in the middle of the movie, and then he came the 4th one. That doesn't here or there. It's still a really good movie. I still think that Ghostbusters 2 is better. Marshmallow Man versus Walking Statue of Liberty, that's Liberty hands down.
I mean, that wasn't even the big point of the movie for me. Like, those scenes, like, it's like all the way through it, and it had such a huge impact on Ricky. Like, Ricky was a legit Ghostbuster for so many years when he was younger, and he had like the adult size stuff, and it was absolutely hilarious. He was so serious about it and obsessed with that movie. It was so much fun before all the Fortnite shit and everything has happened.
Well, from a movie that you love to a movie that you hate.
Don't. Oh, God.
Number 2, it's the only movie. It's the three of us had, but only one person didn't.
Fuck no.
And number 2 was The Princess Bride.
So stupid.
Princess Bride, one of the best movies of all time.
Bullshit.
That's not no bullshit. Perfect story. What Grandpa said in the beginning of the movie about the story, it has so much stuff in it.
It's so cute at the beginning, like you think it's gonna be good, and then it just flops.
For you, the only person in life that.
It's
The Princess Bride is about a kid that gets sick in the beginning. His dad comes over with a book. Grandpa.
See, I even know that part. Like, that part is the good 5 minutes of the movie, and then it goes to fucking shit.
The grandpa that brings over a book called The Princess Bride, and he reads the books to him, and it's about a poor kid that likes a common girl, and they fall in love, and he has to go out to sea, and he thinks he's dead, so he's about to marry a prince. He comes back as a captain, a bad captain, to save her, and yeah, a lot of funny quotes.
No.
A lot of great quotes.
Definitely not.
A lot of great storytelling.
Oh my God.
Even by people that good acting too. Even by people doing things that I am. When we used to bet, me and Emily bet a lot. Never on money, but like on dumb things. So when we used to make like bets together, my bet was always for her to watch.
Oh fuck! It's so stupid. So stupid. And then he's got our son doing that same shit because he knows that I just am not a fan of this movie. I mean, it's just so...
One of the
fucking
best.
Father, no.
As you wish. But yeah, that's number 2. So our number 1 movie is Emily's favorite movie. All 4 of us had it in our top 10. And that is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
God. Like, it would have been... he joked. He tried to joke and say that Princess Bride won this. It was over for me.
Almost did. It only lost by 0.3. So.
Oh, such a joke. No. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is the best movie. The comedy in it and the cartoons, animated, and the real life, like, I fucking love it, and they can't redo it. Like, I've seen other movies where like they try and do that shit.
Cool World, Sonic,
Space Jam, like Space Jam is good too. Like that's good, but it doesn't fucking touches Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But it's another crime one too. And then you've got like some of the dirty humor in it and patty cake.
They play patty cake. No, they play patty cake.
Jessica Rabbit. I mean, all the things. So Roger Rabbit meant so much to me that is part of why Ricky's initials are RR. Well, originally, like RR was. That's where I was. Like it would never be Roger. But oh my god,
ordered something that shit.
Roger Rabbit, fucking the best. The best.
It is one of the best movies of all time. I mean, for what it did for, because to combine in the 80s, to combine cartoons and actual real life live action is amazing.
So good.
A lot of movies did try to replicate it. Cool World was horrible. Space Jam.
And I like Space Jam. I have nothing against Space Jam. Like Mary Poppins. Like there's other ones that did it.
Mary Poppins. What's that? Chippendale? The Chippendale? Which, by the way, Kendra said that Chippendale movie's better than Roger Rabbit. I think that.
Well,
but there you go.
No, not a chance. It's such a good movie. It's got its own whole piece of Disney in that Toontown. And
did you know that in order for Disney and Warner Brothers to be in that movie together, Mickey Mouse was the biggest star in Disney. Bugs Bunny was for Warner Brothers. If you go back to it, you do your math yourself. In order for them to coexist, they needed Mickey and Bugs had to have the same amount of words.
What? I did not. Fun facts. You've always got them. I am gonna have to look into that because I'm like super curious.
So let's go over the top 10 for everybody. So Josh top 10. Number 10 was The Goonies. Number 9 was Karate Kid. Number 8 was Die Hard. Number 7 was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Number 6 was The Breakfast Club. Number 5 was Bill and Ted Excellent Adventures. Number 4 was The Princess Bride. Sorry. Number 3 was Ghostbusters. Number 2 was Back to the Future. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 6.
Damn, he had that at number 1. Wow.
Not a black person in there, but it's all right, yours. You had number 10, National Lampoon Vacation. 9, Glory. Number 8, Stand By Me. Number 7, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Number 6, The Little Mermaid. Number 5, Beetlejuice. Number 4, Fast Time at Ridgemont High. Number 3, The Goonies. Number 2, Ghostbusters. Number 1, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. CJ, Never Ending Story, number 10. Number 9, RoboCop. Number 8, Beetlejuice. Number 7, The Terminator. Number 6, Ghostbusters. Number 5, Gremlins. Number 4, Back to the Future. Number 3, Beverly Hills Cop. Number 2, The Princess Bride. Number 1, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And my list, number 10, Back to the Future. Number 9, Beverly Hills Cop. Number 8, Do the Right Thing. Number 7, Glory. Number 6, Trading Places. Number 5, The Karate Kid. Number 4, The Breakfast Club. Number 3, The Princess Bride. Number 2, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Number 1, Little Shop of Horrors.
That's so funny that you put it at number 1.
Out of all that, Come to America wasn't on there. That's what it is.
You just didn't want to put Who Framed Roger Rabbit as your number 1.
I did not. Not that. It's just the fact that I don't need to.
Yeah.
If you ask me who I want to watch right now, Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Little Shop of Horrors, 100% of the time I'm going to see Little Shop of Horrors. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit, hands down. I don't think it's a better movie than Little Shop of Horrors.
Well, you're wrong.
I didn't even better. I didn't better. They have a talking leaf. So talking. No.
They got fucking talking everything in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Fucking shoes can talk. Everything can talk. Are you kidding?
Shoes actually did die as well. So
no.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do one of these again soon. Hopefully, I can do the comedy movies. I do have.
80s was fun. I would think that this is probably my favorite, but I know these are going to be right there too.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Just go off the go through decades for us instead of doing
I'm just curious what would your favorite decade be? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You know that already?
For me,
Yeah.
for movies, 2000s. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna tell everybody we're gonna do and get everybody list soon, so we can do another one. Is we're gonna do a early '90s JV.
Okay.
That means 1990 to 1993 JV
Oh,
movies.
because you broke 90s up into 4?
I broke names up to. I broke them to 3 sections, but 2 sections per section.
Oh, you did. So there's fucking 6.
Yeah, there's JV.
Holy shit!
JV and varsity
I don't
1993.
recall this. I
we
do
did it.
remember, like, you built this with when Sasha, like, when she was a baby,
Mhm.
or while I was pregnant with something, and it was just like having to fight to get additional movies added to the 90s.
So, and that's why I did it too. So the '80s. So here's the thing: why I could not do it in the '80s because even though '80s have a lot of good movies, they did not have a lot of movies. When the '90s came out, movies just started blowing up.
Yeah.
So I had to make it into.
Damn, 6 episodes for the 90s. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And the number one movie of the '90s, according to social media, was with a Friday vote. It was Home Alone over Mrs. Doubtfire. It was
Home Alone
90,
over Mrs. Doubtfire.
90s JV. The early 90s JV, so that's 1990s to 1993. So I'm going to send.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to send the list to everyone in the network. Which I can get whoever does it, and they don't.
Oh shit! So this average is gonna.
Well, no,
You're gonna
I mean,
skew this like
I've
crazy.
done it before, but they don't. No. But I know they like 90, so that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it should be fun. As soon as we get that, I do the math for it. With that being said, say goodbye.
Well, this one was super fun, and I'm actually like really enjoying doing this with you. So I think that the 90s will be fun too, and it'll be really interesting to see which decade is actually my favorite.
Sure.
Like going through this. So.
Well, there's a lot more movies in the 90s.
Yeah.
There's 8 times 3.
Nuts to
So
go from
6.
just 2 in the 80s to 6. I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's over 600 movies.
That's crazy.
All right. So, well, my name is DeAndre Robinson, and this should be another fun when we do the 90s, the early 90s JV, which is 1990 to 1993. My name is DeAndre Robinson again, and we are out.